Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, left. Ready. Delta. Behind.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Okay.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Keep it skinny. Stay there. Hey.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The result of 1st down is a quick slant gets him 14. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center element.
It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 34 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, Delta! Yo, Rocky!
Now a second down throw for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw, Rivers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flushed out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Dissect read 80!
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On play action, Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Prescott on 1st down, looking for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
White! Buffalo wall. Hey!
To throw again. Rivers escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again, it's Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. That one goes for 36 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Load it! Load it!
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White! Yeah, Rocket! 48! White!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Rocket, keep it skinny. Hey, go orange.
Now Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. They'll give him a yard on the play. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit up with a screen soon.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Returning is Benjamin. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Well, they practice this all the time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slip.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet. Money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back, shrink, back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, when my name is your.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Steps away to his left. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
46.
And again, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. A dump off to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Here we go.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now Breeze. Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, you got 3. You got ready. You're 90. Ready, what's that?
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Switch, hey. Here we go, 46. 47, Mike, 47, Mike. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Under. 26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Got it! 21.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2.
Good set. 12. Under. Got it. Monday.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. 46. Swerve, hey.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A second down throw for Prescott. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. It's down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Breeze going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Breeze now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
36. Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
21. Ready. You ready?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Kill.
Again, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Breeze. Eluded, and he's going to go down again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Shotgun now for Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. On first down, Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Breeze again here on second and 10. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He can run, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Lutz now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Prescott now. A dump off to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running with Elliott. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill!
Breeze now on 1st down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Ingram. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He gets away from one. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
26.
1st down, Prescott being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Over the middle, hits Austin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tavon Austin, 39 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ingram again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
He may try and run for this. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Like 5-4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Austin. Able to spin free. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
46.
One last shot now for Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here.
11.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.